Alright, hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we are here with episode number 34 of Free to Play to Main, where I did at one point have a level 3 account that wasn't free to play, and now he's out of free to play because I make hella money on this account. Never paid for membership with real life money because I'm a big baller. Probably gonna go do a little bit of PVMing on stream, maybe some Slayer while I try to get that pet. Starting off this episode with a 54 mil bank and 1676 total level, along with combat 108. Gonna keep grinding, boys. Bursting task completed. Really far from either magic or a Slayer level, but that's fine. Black demons coming in. Should be a nice and easy one. I do quite fancy these mahogany trees. I mean, every few days it's a nice little 45k that I can get from a run, so, you know, gonna do it as often as I can. This is now, oh, I got 2 Hespori seeds on this trip too, and the 6 trees I've done, not bad. 65 farming as well, and that unlocks me the farming guild, so can actually put these Hespori seeds to use, I do believe, and that's going to really be my first time in the farming guild since it's come out. I mean, farming guild came out a while ago, and I've just been playing this account the whole time. I haven't really gone on my main to explore it. I've kept my main kind of off to the side, so I'm kind of blind, honestly. I'm going to look towards what I can find, what I can do with it, but I'm not going to pretend like I know the ins and outs of it yet. So I just finished up a birdhouse run. The task that I got was black demons, and I just realized that I've been meaning to do Monkey Madness 2. So a couple prereqs I gotta get done. I need to get the Enlightened Journey and the Unlocked Route. And in addition to that, I have to get 55 Thieving. So it will be a second, but we're gonna get those and then we're gonna start the quest. So talking to August, we now are going to finish off the Enlightened Journey quest. This gets me 1 quest point. So after this quest, there are a few places you can unlock with this little basket that travels you around the map, but you have to go and unlock them. Some are needed for achievement diaries, some quests, like this Monkey Madness 2 one, where I need the Gnome Stronghold route unlocked. So I'm going to go do that now. And so to unlock these places, it's like a 2-minute little mini game in the game that you just, you know, kind of move this balloon across these areas. Little annoying. If you mess up, you got to run back, get your logs. It's just, it's kind of a shit show, but got it unlocked. So now it is just 55 thieving left to go, and then we will be able to start Monkey Madness Part 2. Alright, and so with 1 successful pickpocket, I officially have no reason to not be doing Monkey Madness 2. The lag absolutely killing me. I had just enough food to be able to survive this far, so good planning on my part, I guess, or maybe just a little lucky. 55 does get us the Arty Knight, though, which isn't a great method, but it's one that's pretty chill and you don't have to do too much. I mean, blackjacking gonna be way better for me, but blackjacking also makes me very sad at the same time. So we'll see which one I choose in the long run, but thieving's not really a skill that I'm too worried about going forward. I'll get it as need be, but it doesn't affect the account too significantly. So yeah, here we go. Got it all completed, and I am as ready as I'll ever be. Holy shit, I made it through the maze for the first time. That was actually hell. Don't know how many more times I'm gonna have to do that, but I'm not gonna enjoy it, I know that much. So, I heard a lot about this maze. I was wondering what it was all about. I've never done it before, and honestly, I mean, it probably took me like 45 minutes plus to get through it. I did fail once and had to go back and get some stuff, but God, dude, it has been a rough quest. I accidentally took the agility path earlier, which I should not have done with 61 agility, but I was just kind of following the guide and didn't really know where it was going to split, and at that point, I was already too committed. So, it's been a while. I've probably been at this quest for at least 2.5 hours, and the quest guide's 1 hour and 40, so I think that can show how much trouble I had on the agility part. Alright, so pretty low on food, but getting close here, getting close. And with 1 more good hit, that is it. Glow dead. Gluff. I don't know how to say his name, honestly. So now we talk to the king, tell him what we got in store for him. And this should be the end of Monkey Madness 2. Oh my goodness, boys. That definitely feels good. I am quite happy for that, obviously. And I have saved these 142 black demons for just this moment. So, feeling really good. In addition to that, I also have some other unlocks. Notably the Royal Seed Pod, which is useful in the Wildy because it's a 1-click teleport that I can use up to level 30, so it's like a glory, you know, I can teleport higher in the wilderness, and I can also 1-click my inventory, which is very nice. We also got a Hunter level 2, didn't see that coming. And then lastly, in addition to that, I now have access to the heavy ballista, which isn't that useful for things I'm going to be doing right now, but in the future, if I ever want to PK with it, very useful weapon for that. So I rarely use my arc light just because I know that like I want to save a lot of the charges for endgame, and right now is one of those times. So actually, how about that? All right. Well, we're just going to throw a lot of charges in here. I think I'm going to get it up to max because, you know, can't really hurt us. And there we go. 10,000 charges, a lot of shards left. Time to finish up the gear, and we'll be there. All right, so here I am, first time coming in here post-quest, and we have tortured gorillas at the front. These are not the ones I'm going to be killing, however, instead, I'll be focused on demonic gorillas over here. Demonic gorillas are really nice because they count as a Black Demon's task. You can use the arc light on them, so you get that damage bonus as well. And they have a 1 in 300 drop rate of a zenite, which is currently 13.5 mil. So, for example, here where I have 150 on task, you know, odds are I usually should get about a half of one. So that means I'm making, you know, almost 7 mil a task, which is, of course, very nice. Now, in addition to that, they do have some solid side drops that more than pay for the supplies you bring. Most people don't bring brews, but honestly, brews are so cheap, and I'm going to be using superstores anyways to charge my prayer. Figure I may as well. So I'll run you guys through a kill. Basically, here is one. Essentially, demonic gorillas change prayer and also change attack style, so it's almost like you're PKing in a way. Now, Runelight has some pretty nice features that help you see this, but once you get some kills down, you kind of know how to do it anyways. So for example, they'll also throw stuff from the sky, like right here. This one apparently is half killed, which honestly I'm just going to run away from because I don't want the first kill I get to not be my loot. So I was a little confused my first run through. It had been a while since I killed these, so in post, I'll tell you guys how to. Basically, the demonic gorillas will be changing what attack styles they use along with what they pray. What they pray is dependent on what you've killed them with last. As soon as you do 50 damage with an attack style on them, they will switch to that prayer. So if, you know, I hit them with a melee for 50 damage or more, then they will switch to melee prayer, and then I have to switch to my range. In addition to that, they also switch their attack styles based on how many hits they have done to you. So after 3 range hits, they'll switch to either mage or melee, and works the same way all around. Now, that doesn't include rocks falling from the ceiling as an attack style. They have to hit you with 3 of that style for them to then switch. But once you kind of get that down, it does seem to be pretty easy in my opinion, and honestly I find it to be one of the more enjoyable PvMing experiences because it's pretty interactive. First trip down at demonic gorillas, and this is my loot. Obviously nothing crazy, but I mean, you know, off of what was 11 kills, I got 240k, so we're looking at about 20k kill just off this small sample size. So pretty quick to kill, honestly kind of fun a little bit. I mean, I could see after a few hundred of these, maybe you kind of get tired of them, but it is something where you actually have to be like attentive and trying the whole time, which is, in my opinion, fun. All right, that's the first rare drop here. I think we're about 50 in, and that is a ballista limbs drop. They're 1 in 500, which is more rare than the zenite, but there's a lot of real cheap stuff that's on this drop table. Basically, there's 2 1 in 500s that are both worth 30k, a 1 in 750 that's worth 30k, a 1 in 1.5k that's worth 30k, and then a 1 in 1.5k that's worth 500k. So luckily for us, the most common is the most expensive, but if we hit anything else, it's probably not going to matter too much. The next frickin' kill, dude. The next frickin' kill. Let's go. Oh my god. The luck continues, boys. I'm gonna go sell this. I have to. It is an easy game. I think I'm actually gonna go maybe buy an anguish with this. First one I can throw in the GE on this account, and it is 13.3 mil just flowing on into the bank. So this is probably a good time now to go ahead and sell off the loot tab that I've just been kind of building up since last episode. I did a lot of Dagannoth and just a lot of random PVM that just got me tons of loot. I've kind of been stockpiling it because I haven't had a use for it, but if I'm going to buy some upgrades right now, I mean, you know, obviously there is some use. And with a 13 mil drop here, it looks like we're about to have a 30 mil PVM tab that I'm going to sell off in total. So that's pretty cool, I think, you know, I'm having fun with it. And that does actually put us over 30 mil, so I think I'm going to sell this Fury now, and with that I should be able to buy both an Anguish and a Torture, which is very nice. It has I honestly have not had zenites on this account at all, and these are the best in slot necklaces for both melee and range going forward. I typically can't put all my money into that because, you know, it's about 33 mil, but since I don't have anything too much at the moment, I got that spare cash, figured may as well. It's very useful here too. Time to go back with a little bit of an improvement. All right, so that is it for my demonic gorillas task. I did end up getting another ballista piece that is in my bank, but obviously not worth anything too much. And this is my first assignment from Steve, so it's pretty heartfelt times, you know. Neve was always looking thick out here, definitely had better accessories, but, you know, Steve, I guess is our guy now, so let's see. Okay, 57 Anku. I don't know if he's our guy yet. We're gonna have to try that one out again. Steve, task number 2 coming in. We'll see if he can make it up to me. Dude, my fucking guy. All right, that's DK's task, boys. Now we can go try our luck. I think I'm gonna try to trio this task. We can see if I can kill all 3. I should be able to with my magic level, range level, and strength level currently. It's just a matter of if I can find the right gear to fit my needs. So let's get rolling. So I found myself a clear world. We have no adventures in the Slayer Cave, so I'm going to show you a scuffed attempt at trying to set this up. Honestly, it's been a while since I've given it a go, but you know, we'll see what I can do. All right, so we just went in, tanked the Supreme like a champ. Now we're gonna kill the Rex, then kill the Prime, and then we'll have it in the cycle we want. So just kind of got to be a little quick with it if we can try to spare that, but should be looking good, hopefully, once I get the 3 dead. All right, first Rex kill coming in, and then we will finish off the trio with the Prime, and we'll be feeling good. Hopefully, I mean, I think I'm feeling good. Just finished off this last kill, and then I think now we kind of have the cycle timed up a little bit. We also have a nice little elite task completed, which is good to see, and we're gonna get started. We'll see how many kills I can get, obviously starting at 0 total, so we'll see where I can go, and hopefully I can kind of get the feeling for this. So I can't be mad. I mean, you know, really, it is what it is. It's a Warrior Ring 3KC, so lucky as it may be, it's only 71k. So, you know, I guess it's whatever. Collection log, baby. Also missed an attack level. I got 86 just a little while back. Nice little level coming in, and it puts me 1 off of another combat, closing in on 110 eventually. So with this Prime kill, this is going to be the end of the Slayer task. I am going to stay around and kill Rex and then Supreme, because those are the 2 best, so if I already have them set up, I may as well just finish these 2 off. So just in case of a ring, why not? As far as the task in general, really, as I said earlier, the hardest part's setting it up. Once you have them set up, they spawn on like a 30-second rotation, so typically you can get the kills done before the next one spawns. And if not, like right now, you know, I have it in an order of which it will not hurt me if the Supreme spawns right now. All I have to do is just pray some range and he'll attack me and I can get this kill done, then go to him. And it honestly works pretty well. You can kind of rotate it different ways once you kind of get used to it and see what you like best, but this is what's working for me right now. This trip was pretty good. I mean, I got like 50 kills pretty easily. Probably could have gotten up to maybe 60, 65, depending on how it goes. So hopefully in the future I can get these tasks down to 2-trip tasks, but for now this was a 3-tripper. So before we get our next task, I'm going to throw everything out in the bank so we have an idea of how much money we have. There's probably another mill in the blowpipe and trident combined, but close to 65 in total with that, so feeling pretty good. I think people have asked me big picture, when do I think I'm going to spend the next bit of money, and it's probably going to be for rigor eventually. However, I'm probably going to save until I get like 90 to 100 mil, so then I can still afford good items that I could actually use with rigor. So 91 Drakes, no thank you. So looking through my Slayer unlocks, I mean, honestly, almost everything I want to unlock in regards to extensions and maybe even regular unlocks. Like the only thing, I guess, is Shroom Sprayer. I mean, I'll just buy it now, honestly, since I have so many points, and I do that task every now and then because it's quick. But if I want to fletch Broad Bolts in the future, I will, but this is about everything I want to unlock. So if you guys want to just give a little look through, eventually I will get a Slayer Helm recolor, but I'm not going to do KBD. I'm waiting for something real nice. I kind of like the Abyssal Demon, but ideally the Dark one would be the one we're going with. But you know, if you guys want to pause and go through anything that I have unlocked, see what I have, feel free. 175 Aberrant Specters, we can go with that. So I just got done with a Trolls task. There's a couple tasks after my last one I think I recorded, but we have another Black Demon task of 126 coming in. I don't think I can extend Black Demons. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Oh. All right. Well, next time, we'll actually get a bigger task. I talked about in one of the recent clips about how I didn't think I had anything I wanted to extend. Wrong about that, but maybe Zenite number 2. Catching levels while bossing, obviously not my specialty, but that's 95 range, and range continues to be the highest stat on this account. I've done that up until this point because it's pretty useful for almost every place I go for PVM. Like, a lot of the good money-making bosses that I've been doing throughout the series are kind of based in the range games, so that's kind of why I push for it right off the bat. Now, no combat level from that and no drops yet on this task. Still got 47 left to go, though, so still holding out hope. Number 2, baby. There we go. 13.3 mil coming in again. Not going to go sell it this time right away. This time I will finish out this trip. It's pretty early on, so I don't think it's worth banking right now. I can hold my emotion in for a little longer, but obviously pumped again to keep doing this, man. I mean, this is why I did it. I mean, right now I'm at about 250 total kills. I think I just checked on the way in, and I was about at that, which, you know, obviously I'm a little lucky at that point. I should have, on average, gotten about 1, and I have 2. We'll take it. Well, God damn, dude. This is nuts. So while I go and sell the Zenite, I do want to talk about this. I just bought 12,000 cannonballs because I bought them for 125 GP each. Like that. If you know about cannonball prices, this is insanely cheap. Don't know how long they'll be this cheap. I mean, maybe I really don't see them going down too much lower than that. So, you know, I'll buy as much as I can down there, at least as much as I'll need to use. And now I'm going to sell off some of the kind of accessories. The Fury, which I've been kind of not wanting to have necessarily. The Fury's nice, but I'd rather have a Torture and an Anguish, which after I got that Zenite, I think I can afford pretty much on a regular basis now. It takes up about 32 mil of the bank, which is a lot, but they're very useful, especially for the way I've been going about Slayer. So uncharging the Trident, we should be good to go. And there they are. Got them back. Feels good. Gonna go finish off the final 24 kills. No more Zenites, but now I'm 2 for 2 on getting Zenites for each task I've gotten with Black Demons, so happy about that. Turrets are a no-go for me. Here soon I actually will hit 200 quest points, which means I can get another block slot, which would be pretty helpful, but just a matter of time on that one. 206 Necreel, that's obviously some good Mage XP, and we'll close in on 86 Slayer. I don't know if we'll hit it, though. It is that time again. Time to get another bond. Paid a cool 4 mil for this. A little less expensive than I thought it'd be, but that's fine. I'm obviously happy with that. So, just a second ago, went ahead and bought a bond. I was on a bursting task when it ran out, and I had to pay a little over 4 mil for it. So, not a bad price at all, and gonna give myself another week of membership. Or 2 weeks. Bird's really going at it, huh? Right now? But I have had people ask me in the past why I don't buy more bonds to get that extra day or 2 days or 3 days worth of membership. And that's because I'd much rather have 4 or 5 extra mil on hand than an extra day of membership in the future. It's just more worth it for me to do that. So not too big of a deal for me. And I'll get back onto the Slayer task here in a sec. Shut up, birds. You're loud. And there it is, 86 Slayer coming in. That does not get me any new monster to kill by any means, but with 87, which is, you know, obviously down the road, I will get Kraken unlocks, which is going to be the first Slayer boss I will do pretty consistently. The Abyssal Sire is just better at higher levels than the Grotesque Guardians. I don't really find to be worth it at all. So, Kraken, next on the list, but for now, about time to finish up the task. So I finished off a Suquaz task followed by a Calthites one and going back for a nice little 46 KBD. So we will have ourselves a good boss task in the ready. But for now, what I'm going to go do is Barbarian Assault. This is a mini game that I probably should have done a couple weeks back. I got a master clue for Fighter Torso, but honestly, with Barbarian Assault, you really can't scrape together a team real quick. So I separated some time. I got a team ready to go in the CC for today. Shout out to the CC, by the way, Smallexplamp. And no shout out to Spectrum because they do suck. So I don't know if this has always been in the game, but at least now you can just talk to him and then say you're an expert on everything. He won't teach you how to do everything. And by no means am I going to make a guide on how to do Barbarian Assault right now. But basically what we're looking for over here is the reward of the Penance Torso, aka the Fighter Torso. This is one of the better melee chestplate. It's just below a Bandos chestplate, but at the same time, it doesn't cost that much money. So it's a good little in-between that I'm going to go for right now. It requires 375 points in each roll. Queen kill, so I mean, we will probably get 4 queen kills, and it should take about 4 runs through the entire wave. The system's pretty simple. You start off at wave 1, work your way to wave 10, and then you start again and do that about 4 times. So there are 4 roles: attacker, defender, collector, and healer, and they kind of define themselves. Like, you can get an idea of what's going on in the game through their name. Here we are, I'm doing the collector role at the moment, and this is the last role that I have to do, the last wave as well. Been putting in work. The boys have been carrying me a little bit. I mean, you know, just it's been a while since I've been here, kind of relearning a little bit how to do it and picking up on it as I go. But basically, there are 4 roles. I'm collector currently. The red is the attack, the green is the healer, and the blue is the defender. In short, I collect eggs and shoot them at things. The attackers just attack the things. The healers poison the things and also heal us. And then the defender lures things. So, not going to give you guys a guide on this necessarily because it's a little out of my realm. But that's kind of the basis of it. You call out stuff to your teammates too. That is really important. Communication is key in this, which is why I was waiting for a good team. Collector's a role that's almost just useless. I mean, if everyone else is doing their role, Collectors doesn't have too much responsibility. But yeah, I do have enough points. So after this queen kill, I should be able to get the Fighter Torso and get that nice little unlock. So real quick, shout out to the team: Fiery, Unnatural, Alt, Share It. Thank you boys for the nice time. I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself now a Penance Torso and accept that bad boy. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? That is, it feels good, man. It feels good. That's what you like to see. Loving it. Feeling like a champ. But the reason this is a useful plate body is because even though it doesn't have great defensive bonus, it does give you that +4 strength bonus that barely any plate bodies do in this game. So that's the usefulness of it. I'll be using it whenever I'm on a Slayer task and not using Prayer. But since we have this KBD task, won't get to use it out there, but that's fine. For perspective as well, that was with a team that knew what they were doing for the most part. I mean, everyone kind of, you know, has done this before. Some of them even had higher levels in it, and still took us 2 hours, 15 minutes. So if you have people that don't know what they're doing, that's maybe a random team, could take as long as 4 to 6. It's a little scary, but if you find a good group, you know, you can get it done pretty quick. So instead of King Black Dragon, I decided to give a go at Brutal Black Dragons, which are kind of an AFK moneymaker. I really don't want to go to KBD because I feel like I make almost the same amount of money here per hour. Haven't done the math on it, but I do think that holds true. And yeah, I really have never given these a try yet. You unlock them towards the end of the 70s of Slayer. I think it's like 78 maybe. 77 to be correct. But really do enjoy them, so I'm going to give them a little run this time. So I finished off my Brutal Black Dragons task in class, and then I got a Cal Fights one that I also finished, and now we're going to end off this episode by talking to Steve and getting 173 Aberrant Specters. So that's going to be it for this episode, taking some looks around. I have 1687 total level, but almost 50 mil total XP, which is really insane. Obviously, I haven't spent as much time on some of the skills that I don't really care to train that much at the moment. Maybe in the future, but right now, my stats are about where I'd like them to be. Same with my bank. So we have 75 mil in here, and that's not it because we still have some stuff in our blowpipe, stuff in our room pouch that I can take out. But upon emptying those, it is up to 77.3 mil, and we also have 2 weeks of membership freshly on the account. So feeling really good. I'm happy with the progression on this account, obviously. And in future episodes, we're going to take it even more down the route, get 87 Slayer, higher Slayer, more quests done, and more of the side stuff that I'd like to do. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. Anything you want to tell me, leave it down below in a comment. I also will be streaming after this video goes live, so there will be a link to that stream down below if you want to check it out. Even if you don't catch it live, you can always follow and see more. And speaking of following and seeing more, you can also subscribe to this channel. With that said, though, hopefully you guys do have a wonderful day. And peace.